You know what would be funny?
How, yeah.
Yeah. You know what would be funny and we haven't really seen yet? Mole Rush versus Mole Rush.
Oh man, I've actually done that against Master Stealth before in the past. I managed to win because I positioned my moles better, but it was a close one still. But that could possibly happen, but not in this match. It looks like Moon and Chu gonna forego the moles completely in their draft. So it looks like Josh and Brepost also not really thinking about the moles.
Yeah, they have interesting picks. Both teams, well, eventually not. Chu and Moon going for Wolf and Fox for tier 3. Josh and Repost going for Owl and Fox. Hmm. Tier 1 choices are Squirrel and Pigeon. Where's
Well,
Chu and Moon? Lizard and Pigeon. Okay, that's interesting.
well, here we go. It's going to be game number 1. Moo Moo is going to be in the west side of the map here. In the meantime, we do have Cross Channel Frog up in the north side here. And once again, we get to play in the water here in this map.
Yeah, they're.
Moon has such a bad position. Whoa.
Yeah, his build space is pretty limited there. Although it's interesting that the bases are the spawns are pretty close together, and all the expansions are focused in well, mostly on one area. We'll
Look
see.
how close Moon and Josh are in this map. It's kind of funny. Literally just a hill apart from each other. So this could be really bad for Moon if he cannot reinforce his units now. He does have 2 warns of his lizards immediately coming out for defensive purposes, most likely.
Yeah, I mean, if this gets down to map play, there is this mill south, directly south of George. There's a base here, which covers a lot of the expansions Moon and Chu could go for. We'll see if they take advantage of that.
In the meantime, everyone getting their first few units onto the board right now. Josh and Brepost going for squirrels, while Chu and Moon going to go for lizards. And I have to say, with these last few patches, lizards are really strong in this case. Like the lizard versus squirrel matchup, not very. That doesn't really tend to favor squirrels anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
not in these early engagements. It really.
Pure lizard versus pure scroll means that the lizard wins pretty much every time. So unless you have a unit there or farms or warrants or whatever, the lizards win regardless.
Well, in the meantime, both sides skirting around each other for the moment. Josh has put a mine right in from his base just to stave off any aggression here. But in Moon, he's going to be building up machine gun nests very up front of his base here, just making sure that he has something to defend, as well as sort of semi-contain Josh. Josh can't really think about going to the south anymore. His only way to expand is outwards to the east. So not really much for him to develop, and he too doesn't really have a lot of room to build. He is going to be putting his warns behind his base, however, to try to keep him safe as much as possible. In the meantime, we may see the attack here. Brepost trying to bring his units around to the south side. 2 warns of toads at the ready here. An explosive force. He reads the lizards and decides to go straight into the toads. So this is going to be really hard for Chu and Moon to attack into, especially for the fact that they're only going into lizards. Although both of them now going to be transitioning into skunks now, it looks like.
Yeah, but Brepost and Josh do have a pretty huge numeric advantage right now. See how they make use of that. They could take out the machine gun nests, though.
Brepost, he's going to go for a fox straight away. So he's going to have that huge long distance tier 3 at the ready. In the meantime, he's going to lose his life to the scouting, so not going to really be able to see too much there. In the meantime, Josh just going to be building up a giant squirrel ball of his own right now. Now going to be putting the skunks onto the field, just add some pressure against the lizards again. Although neither of them have flying vision. No one has flying vision quite yet. Moon hasn't opted for the pigeons. Brepost not for the pigeons. Or falcons on either side. Or the owls. Well, actually, speaking of that, Chu is now bringing out his owl on his side of the map here. He's been putting it very far away up his high ground outside of his base, so it's a little bit hard to scout out for.
Okay, so he may use the element of surprise to his advantage there if he manages to get the owl out.
Right now,
Meanwhile,
Chu puts another machine
Josh
gun
is
nest. Oh, yeah.
Josh is building scrolls and also building some skunks there.
Yep,
That's gonna be interesting.
he's gonna be reinforcing most of the army, it looks like, here for his side of the team. Chu does put a machine gun nest onto the high ground here to defend himself just a little bit. In the meantime, looks like we have our first engagement. The skunk gas is gonna be let out prematurely a little bit, and the skunk immediately taken out by the fox. And they see that the fox is here on the field. Machine gun nest taken out immediately as well. No, they have no vision. Okay, now it's gone. That was a little worrisome for a second there. There was no one on the high ground to actually attack that machine gun nest, so they had no vision at all of it. In the meantime, Moon, let's see if he tries to swing around from the south. He has his own fox at the ready as well. He's going to be trying to snipe out a few farms, it looks like, but the mine is off, but doesn't do too much damage to the fox. He's still healthy and okay. Forces 3 farms away from Josh. Luckily, Josh does have expansion, so it's not too much damage, but he has to be very careful right now. He's trying to lay down the skunk gas, but he's not close enough. The skunks can't really do too much, and now they do finally lay down some skunk gas, so it is going to prevent them from pushing on forward. In the meantime, Brepost trying to get some pressure a little bit to the south, but the mice are now on the lawn right now. The owl is up for Chu, and now just trying to attack each other on the front right here next to each other. This is actually a really important battle, especially for Josh's position here, as he's going to be directly threatened by Moon at this point. He's going to be trying to swing around to the north side once again, trying to attack with the skunk gas laid down both sides of the map. Still in favor of Moon right now. He's still far away from the green gas, so he's still safe, but the fox is now poking out little by little from Brepost's side of the map. Right now, both sides just trying to be very careful with how they approach. Chu will be the one who will take that expansion right in front of Moon's base. Let's try and reinforce his position once again, but Josh does lose the 3 farms, but he has another mill right next to it, so he can reinforce if needed to be.
Yeah, that forward expansion from Chu is really ballsy there. Let's see. Okay, so there's another fight starting here.
Right now, both sides just trying to poke each other. Lizard trying to swing into the north side, trying to take out the mill. Can they do it fast enough? Not quite. There's too much green gas, and all the lizards are gone. In the meantime, the toad's trying to go. They're walking through the gas, trying to explode. The owl is gone, and now the mice are trying to go straight for the mill, but they're going to be taken out by the gas as well. What a multicolored gas field right now. This is just something you don't see every day. So much gas colors of the rainbow here. It's going to force both sides back, but he protects. The owl is gone from Chu's side of the map. He has no food. He had 2 owl warrens up, but he has not enough food to reinforce them. He's only on 3 farms. Really he needs to sell those owls now. It looks like they're going to go for it once again. This time, Moon does have enough in the army, and they kill the mill as quickly as possible. But again, Josh is still safe at this point. He's only on 2 farms right now, but he still has a healthy mill behind the back lines that he can reinforce if need be. He might have to sell off some units to do so, but he is alive still for the time.
Yeah, he needs to be careful about not losing too many units at this point.
And here we go. Moon is pushing his units now a little bit further in. The Falcons are being a little bit uncomfortable. One is going to be taken up, but the Fox still in the back, trying to snipe out as many as they can. And now they're focusing on the rest of Josh's Warrens. He might lose. He has no army for himself right now. He's doing his best, trying to get some money, but again, the Warrens are disappearing at this time. He does have 1 Skunk Warren in the back line and trying to reinforce as quickly as possible with only 2 farms he has. In the meantime, Chu now going to be attacking from the south, trying to take the machine gun nest, but they're too strong right now. And Brepost does get the pushback here. All the tier 1, tier 3s are gone except for Moon's own Fox, which is still nice and healthy here. And now they're going to try to build up, and Josh is in danger right now. He doesn't have enough food. He's going to try to slowly build up his moles here. In the meantime, another machine gun nest going to be taken out here on the bottom side. Brepost doing his best, trying to fend him off, but the Fox, he has nothing to answer the Fox with now. And right now, here they go, still pressing on in slowly, bit by bit. Moon just trying to find a good way for his Fox to get some good damage in right now, and Josh is only on 1 farm right now. The Fox took out both farms from a very safe distance, and it looks like Moon, he's going to be selling off a few warrens of his own, trying to see what he can transition into, try and get some food for his own reinforcements. In the meantime, Josh only at 1 farm right now. He only has 1 skunk and 3 squirrels, and Brepost still has a healthy 7 farm. He has the most farm of anyone here right now. Let's take a quick look at the value graph right now, and it looks like what erratic play here in the second half of the map. Just up and down for both sides right now. But right now, Moon, he's playing the sniping game, uses his Fox, trying to cause as much farm damage as he can, but Josh and Brepost put his units in the front to prevent the Fox from doing any damage. And it looks like, finally, we're going to be at a bit of a break. Oh boy. Nope, no, I lied. Here we go again. Moon coming in from the north side of the map. He's going to be killing off that machine gun nets. And now he sees the final mill. No, not the final mill, Josh. Josh has one more mill. But he's going to be starving if this mill dies. The mill is going to die right now. There it goes. And now Moon and Shu have access to the other side of the map here now. And there it is. Josh is forced to tap out. As now the army's marching in on Brepost side of the map. He's going to be losing this one as well as the army is marching in. Brepost trying to survive with as little as he can. Trying to build an emergency mill on the bottom right now. But the rest of the army's there on the top. Trying to kill as quickly as possible. Brepost does have the mill up, but he's on 0 farms right now. So the starvation timer is now ticking 1 minute till his death. That's it. That's going to be game. Game 1 going to Moo Moo.